small but bigger trivia. 17 career wins. How many would you say are on an oval because he did win here in 2021? No, he's a great road racer.
So, well, he's
About 3 or 4
I know
ovals.
how many road courses he won. It's like 12 or something
He
like
won
that.
Talladega
12
too.
on a road course, you
12 on
say?
a
So
road
12
course.
out of 17. How many would you say? So you're saying
I was
5 on
going
an
10.
oval?
Yeah.
He's won.
I feel like Austin really knows this stuff because he raced against
He
them.
played it
all
off
of
pretty
them.
well.
About
Allmendinger,
5.
5 of his 17 career wins have been on an oval, which
Yeah,
is
Dude, I didn't nail that?
No, it's 6. I'm sorry, 6.
Oh,
6.
damn it.
So you're at 5. You're right there.
The 6 because of
You
he
did
won
do your
Talladega.
Well, I know AJ and I were tied with the whole road course situation. I left, and he went straight up the charts.
You drivers
I
never
do remember
forget.
that. I do remember that. We've had this conversation.
Yeah, 6 of 17, including right here at Las Vegas a few years ago.
Well, road course rivalry, huh?
Moral of the story is AJ Allmendinger's a stud, and don't
He is.
convince me otherwise.
Well, here we are. I'd say the pit window, if you're going to split this in half, we're right around the number,
I've been staring at
then
pit
I'd be
entry.
thinking about it.
I've been staring at pit entry this entire time. It's got somebody's going to jump. Somebody's going to take the bait, and whether if it's back here inside this top 10 range, these guys they want to advance their position a little bit better and jump ahead, or is it going to be one of our leaders? Is it going to be Chandler Smith? If anything, he's actually been able to pull back in the lead here.
I mean, he was almost 3.5 seconds back, and now it's 2.7. So over the course of the long run, Smith gaining some speed, staying in the game. Hurt's really just not going away at all.
Yeah, and really another factor, too, for a lot of these cars. Like, if you're in dirty air and you're just kind of stuck, give it a shot. If you got clean air and you're ripping and, getting some good lap times out, maybe you would kind of prolong it and stretch it and, not take the big risk if the caution comes out. It's Vegas, though.
Roll the dice.
Right?
It's all about the gamble when you come to Sin City. Nemechek out front, advantage just over a second with 35 to go, and
9-car pit road.
here they come.
Sounds like 81's coming
Brandon.
this time as well.
Brandon Jones the first in the 9, you said it. Expect the 81 of Chandler Smith on board here with Austin Hill. We'll see what he does.
This is going to pull everyone down pit road. Absolutely. The advantage is too great of having new tires and being on defense.
Toyota on board, Chandler Smith. Scheduled green flag pit stops here, Josh.
Yeah, start with the 81 of Chandler Smith. We saw him lose a couple spots that last run. He's complaining about sliding those rear tires with their air pressure adjustment. As far as the 98 of Riley Herbst, his big complaint as he comes into pit as well has been 3 and 4. He can't get what he wants at 3 and 4. Hoping to help him out there. Regan?
A-car of Sammy Smith getting better as the day has gone on. The biggest dilemma, though, his car is not very good in dirty air and in traffic. The further forward he goes, the more he likes it.
Riley Herbst was just over a second back.
Complaint was that he needs more front turn, guys.
Well, it would be really interesting. He stayed out, like you said, Austin, those couple laps. He's definitely lost time in those laps. He's got to execute on and off pit road. The pit crew has to nail this pit stop right here to even have a chance.
Allgaier stayed out. He takes over the race lead. He's in front of Almirola, Josh Williams, Sheldon Creed, Anthony Alfredo. All those drivers still need to make a stop. As Nemechek gets away, and you see the map up by the scoring pylon, top left of your screen, and we'll see the cycle here, watching where Nemechek is in relation to Riley Herbst. They were 1-2 when the cycle began.
So Austin Hill's actually gotten in front of Riley Herbst, and John Hunter's cycle has really worked out well for him. I don't know if they were in traffic, had to pass other lap cars. Maybe that played a factor in the crew chief calling him in. But either way, John Hunter's still been able to retain the lead of all the cars that have pitted so far.
So Hill in the exchange with Herbst leapfrogs the 98, and both those cars will be behind Nemechek with the top 8 vehicles still yet to make a stop.
I'm going to say Nemechek did a really good job executing
Absolutely.
on and off pit road because the math would tell you if everything was the same, he lost the lead right there.
Absolutely.
His team did a great job executing the pit stop. He must have done a good job on and off the road to where even at the penalty of pitting 2-3 laps later than everybody, he's still in the lead. So that means he's gained seconds of time on and off pit road.
Yeah, and that
Yeah.
hot pit road entry, but yeah, definitely a risk. I think that coming late call.
Let's look at Allgaier, 10th. 4 runner-up finishes at Las Vegas for Justin Allgaier. He and wife Ashley going to celebrate their anniversary on Monday, so we say happy anniversary to them. Love hanging with Justin in the garage because he's such a fan of his kids and his daughter Harper, who's always playing softball on the weekends. Little slide there for Nemechek.
So right now, you see Nemechek, he's 6 seconds from the lead. Obviously, we're pretty certain that Josh Williams cannot make it to the end of this race. So he's really looking at a 4-second lead or so over Austin Hill. Things are looking pretty good for him at the moment.
Cole Custer started on the pole. He made a race his teammate for a spot in the top 5. The reigning champ that finished outside the top 10 in the first 2 races this year needs something good to happen, and it has this weekend. There he goes to the outside.
David
of the
Deegan
98
sitting on
O'Reilly
15.
Hurst.
Yeah, this is a good little cluster here for kind of inevitably second on back with Hill, Chandler Smith, Custer, Herbst. These guys are kind of glued on top of each other.
And you see Custer be able to make that move. You know why he passed those cars? Versatile. As we see, here it is, Josh Williams pitting.
He comes in with 11 laps to go. That's going to turn the top spot back over to John Hunter Nemechek.